Hey, what's up guys? Just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update video on what's currently going on with this channel. I took a little bit of a break for Christmas and I've been working on a couple things for my team and this channel, making the quality better. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm putting together a new PC. I bought a bunch of new parts for it and they're all coming in and should be finished by the end of this week, maybe? Can't remember what day it is, but should be finished very soon, within a week tops. Um, with that, that will increase my output of being able to create videos and guides and streams because I've been currently quite limited because the PC I have is 5 or 6 years old. The technology is really laggy on it. It takes actually forever to render videos. Like yesterday, it took me 2.5 hours to render one VOD that I was doing for someone. Like, it was taking like a ridiculous amount of time. So unless I was rendering it before, like a really low quality, it was actually taking hours and hours and hours to render. And while it's also rendering, I wasn't able to use my PC at all because it was using all of its processing power just to handle that. So, and stream-wise, I wasn't able to stream at the highest quality. I was getting a lot of frame rate issues on my end. So even if the stream looked okay, like it was not a pleasant experience for me. It was a real big struggle. So the new PC will allow me to stream at a higher quality. It'll make everything easier for me. With that being said, I'll be able to set up a stream schedule. Most of my mornings are pretty open. I've been kind of just doing things here or there where I'll work like managing my team or setting up things that I want to do during the day, but it's usually pretty open, so I have like a couple of hours here or there in the mornings where I can actually wake up, stream a bit, have some time to go over VODs and just explain things, maybe work on some content, and then as soon as we like transition to like the middle of the afternoon, that's usually when I get started coaching, and then it ends like usually like late night. So I have a bunch of time to actually stream, and I'll get into that. With the content I actually want to do on this channel, it'll give me the new PC will allow me to do more VODs, and Owl's coming up soon, so I'll be able to do VODs of Owl games. Players that I work with, I'll get their permission, and I'll know which games we can go over because I'll go over them like on stream, whether it be like me and them or like me and a couple people will go over VODs together and we'll watch them. And then any viewer games, I did it in the past way more often where I would take just clips of anyone that I worked with and then post their VODs on this channel, but then I've been kind of like bogged down with coaching actual like players and at a higher level that it's been like really tough to do both at the same time, but having a computer that can like actually handle that will make it so it's like a ton easier and I don't have to like sit around and wait for VODs to finish rendering while I can't do anything else on it. So I've been working on a team as well, putting together a new team. I was bouncing around a bit, like I was in EU coaching a couple of teams at the same time, and then NA, and I was kind of like bouncing around just trying to like soak up as much knowledge as I could and get like coaching from each region, like NA and EU. But it was just like a massive struggle, like coaching like 4 hour blocks for NA and EU. I was like up all day long, and I'd have to wake up super early and then go to bed super late. Like it was so taxing. I just couldn't do it. So I ended up moving to NA, not moving physically, but moving my coaching just to NA, and then I was working with just an NA team, and it was going well. Like we got a bunch of like second places. We won an AG, but I wasn't sure if it was the best place to actually like secure my future. So I'm looking to create a new project. I've been working on it for a little bit, getting some top players into it and really making a push towards contenders. Like I think Open Division with the current core of players that we have is going to be actually pretty easy because we've proven against other and top teams that we can like stand toe to toe or beat them even with suboptimal rosters before whenever we didn't have the correct pieces I think to secure championships and win tournaments. And on top of that, so like what I would do before, I was working with players, but I was doing like kind of like one-on-one, or like we'd just like do like a little mini VOD review session with like two or three people where we would just sit in like a lobby by ourselves and then watch videos. I might actually just, with their permission, of course, actually watch VODs of them or of teams, and then we can go over it together like in a group and actually record that as a video, where I think getting multiple people's input, so like a semi-pro or a pro, whoever watching the VOD with me, we can all go over specific things. Like I have like a more generalized view of like what you should be doing in a game, but if I have someone who's put in the 300 hours of Zenyatta or however many hours you want, we can watch a VOD together and they can give a more specialized view on a hero and what you should be doing in the game with it, and maybe teach some things to my viewers who aren't very aware of certain mechanics of like a given hero. So I think that's about it. Just a little bit of an update, just talking about what's been happening with me and what to look out to, what to look forward to, rather. Alright, that should be it. Okay, bye. Or, wait, I still have time to think of an outro. Do I copy someone else who's better at outros than me, that I've been watching for a while, or do I think of something creative on the spot? Nah, I'll probably just end it and then just have people just see a black screen after the fact.